Hello, my name is Pauline, also known as Pixel Pixie. As far as this account is concerned, I just started this channel, so welcome to the first video in the series where I try to beautify my Genshin account. Let me just set the scene. I have my cup of tea, I have a cozy blanket, some plushies, and I'm so excited and so ready to record this video. I realize that the title sounds very vague, but I also think that it can be interpreted in lots of different ways, depending on your preferences and personality and your style as well. To me, it basically just means creating my dream account with strong characters while making it as pretty as I possibly can. I decided to start with an account tour due to the fact that, well, I'm not new to the game, and this account has so much sentimental value. I wanted this to feel authentic to my experience with this game. I have another account, I do have one, and I thought about using it. However, where's the fun in that? This is the account that has all of the progress and the experience, and that's why that's the other account. So that's why I'm using an account that's far along in progress. The account tour will serve as a checkpoint to the progress I've made thus far, so it feels like we're starting from somewhere. It's better this way, trust me, because I finally know exactly what I want for this account. Otherwise, I would have just been completely scrambled and disorganized while doing this. I'm no longer spending most of my time learning everything about the game, but rather enjoying everything I love about the game already and using the information I have at my disposal. I also don't think I'm one to care about meta or whatever ongoing discourse or debate that exists about whether a character is good or bad, or the company itself. Frankly, all of that can be rather exhausting to me, and I'm just here to have a good time. That's just how I am. I tend to focus on good things in life. Needless to say, that does not mean I ignore the bad either. I simply pick my battles, selective participation. But what I'm trying to say before I keep rambling is that my emotions for this game on this channel will be channeled in a positive way. Get it? Because this is a new channel, so I'll be tuning my emotions. And you know what? It's fine. It's fine. But essentially, I'm going to work with what I have to make this a channel where characters I, or maybe even you like, aren't shamed. We do not do that here, but rather welcomed instead with curiosity. And I wish for this to be a cozy and relaxing space. So now that we're well acquainted, I have a plan. Well, it's more like a list of all the elements in Genshin and the characters within those elements that I wish to have and are welcome on this account. I'm so excited to share it with you, but only after we go through the tour. So speaking of the tour, why don't we get started? I created this account in 2020, right around the time the game came out. So this account itself is about 5 years old, but my actual progress in the game overall is about 7 months, which is not a lot, which is why I have I think I've collected quite a few characters. However, I've also missed a lot of other characters because of that. As you can see, that's when I got Amber, 10/16/2020, which ironically is also my boyfriend's birthday. So it's tomorrow from when I'm recording this video. Happy anniversary to when I got Amber on my account. I just got interested in gaming at the time, so I saved up to buy a Switch. The first game I played was Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, I borrowed it from the local library. And then, maybe because of all of the similarities, both being an open world game and the fact that Genshin had pretty much just released at the time, I started to get ads. So I downloaded it on my phone, created an account, and I thought it was so cool, but I knew absolutely nothing about it. I played rarely and casually, like very, very casually. I played it with the same mindset I have when I open Candy Crush on my phone. Months, years went by, and I just wouldn't play it. Yet I never deleted it from my phone. And I genuinely don't know why. I just felt some kind of attachment to it, even though I barely played it.
It just goes to show you stuff.
Then, 2025, this year, something sparked my interest again. I opened the game in March, and Farina and Risley were on the banner. Somehow I had wishes, despite not really knowing what they were at the time. So, I took my chances and I wished on Farina's banner, and then I got a copy of Charlotte. The rest is history. I realized that the reason I wasn't having fun with this game is because I knew nothing about it. So I made it my mission. I got interested and learned everything that I possibly could about this game. My favorite characters? As far as 5 stars, it's Raiden Shogun, Emily, oh my goodness, sorry, and it was a spam call too, and Citlali. I love Citlali so much. However, with Nodcry's release, I think I'm adding Lalma and then Nefer when I get her. Honorable mention is Chaska. She feels like an older sister to me, and I think she's really, really cool. As for 4 stars, I would say it's Candice, Lynette, and probably Hazo. I remember wishing on Skirk's banner for the slightest chance to get a copy of Candice, and I did, along with Dahlia, which I was very happy about, and Diona, who I happen to have a huge soft spot for. Another character I have a soft spot for is Kole. Absolutely adorable. One of the cutest 4-star outfits, her and Layla, yeah, in their respective fields, like a ranger outfit, it's perfect. And then this celestial starry outfit for Layla is also perfect. And of course, Candice, she is my absolute favorite 4-star. With all of that said, Citlali is my number 1. I think once I build her, I plan on meeting her. It's that serious. Because she's genuinely the only character I can see myself C6ing and triple crowning without any sort of regret. I'll just be like, yeah, that's my girl. Of course I did that. I just love her personality. She cracks me up and she really reminds me of home. She has that cozy feeling about her, which I really appreciate. Let's take a look at my profile. I'm AR56, world level 8. My total achievements are 592. I don't go out of my way to look for achievements. Characters at maximum friendship is only 4, very, very low. And Spiral Abyss is 28 stars. And Imaginary Amphitheater, only 6 stars. Stygian Onslaught, I think I only get to hard. I never get past Fearless. I don't worry too much about this. I just try to get as far as I possibly can, and then after that I don't stress myself about it. I think it's okay if you can't. I also know that you see this. I'm not representative of the Citlali main right now, but I want to be. Besides, there's a reason why, a very good reason why. As you can see, I have quite a few characters that aren't leveled. I don't plan on only making pulling videos, although getting the character is a very, very fun part and important part. I would also love to share the process of building them because I've convinced myself that doing this will make it feel special or something. Oh, exploration videos as well. I like to think I'm strategic with how I explore. I think it would be fun. I know this looks a little bit random and scattered at the moment, but I consider this entire page to be part of the project to beautify my account. So I'll be working on this as well while I'm at it. These are just a few of my favorite name cards. Now for the fun part. Let's move on to my character builds and all the little details. Why don't we start with Raiden? She was my first limited 5-star character, so I think it's fitting to start with Raiden Shogun. Raiden is also the reason I became interested in Genshin's lore by watching an analysis video about her psyche while I was at work when I knew absolutely nothing about her. I fell in love, so I got her on her recent rerun. Her weapon, I have her on the patch. I'm not quite interested in getting her signature weapon yet, and you see why. Her artifacts, 4-piece emblem of severed fate. Here's her flower, her plume, her sands, electro damage bonus goblet, and a crit rate circlet. I changed her build just a little bit recently. She's C1, and I have my eyes set on her second constellation. Her talents are 4, 8, and 8. I plan on double crowning her, and this is just because. So yeah, of course I read every single thing that I possibly could in her profile because I did not want to miss a beat when it came to Raiden Shogun. And yeah, that's my Raiden. Here's all of her stats all together. Next, of course, Lauma is more recent. I built her as soon as I got her. When I saw her in the trailer, in the Luna 1 trailer, I was mesmerized. I mean, look at her. Look at her. She's absolutely gorgeous. She has about 1000 EM, 1300 attack, 19,000 max HP. She has her signature weapon. I got it because it's gorgeous. There's no other reason I got this other than the fact that it looks really, really good on her. I'm not free to play, so I'm more or less a light spender in this game. However, I think I'm going to transition to not spending money other than a battle pass. And then, her artifacts, HP flower, attack boom, energy recharge sands, EM, and EM. She's C1, and her talents are 1, 8, and 8. I also plan on double crowning Lauma eventually. And I also read everything in her profile. These are her stats. 194 energy recharge, 31 crit rate over 99. I hope to get a little bit more crit rate, but she's doing just fine. She's doing just fine. Okay, next up is Emily. She's another favorite of mine. I think she is so pretty. And like her design is just absolutely beautiful. It has all of these details, like this right here, this little key chain that hangs on her collar. Oh, the leg piece. It's gorgeous. All the bows, even on her shoes. She's the definition of a pretty character to me. And that it matches her perfume. Yeah, they cooked with this one. I'm sorry.
Well, yes.
Her weapon, her signature as well, because it's gorgeous. I think this is definitely the definition or the example of what I'm trying to do with this series, is to beautify my account. So if I think a weapon looks really good on a character and I can get it, can afford to, I'm not going out of my way to do so, then I'll try to. Her artifacts, She's on a golden troop. I know that this artifact set works on her, however, it's not preferred or recommended really, because it doesn't quite utilize the entirety of her damage, the damage she can do the most or whatever, something like that. But anyway, the point is, her recommended set is this one. And I do plan on farming for it. I just chose not to because it wasn't efficient for me to at the time. She has no constellations. I don't know if I want to get any. And then her talents are 8 on her skill and 8 on her burst. Read everything in her profile as well. I forgot to show Emily's stats. Here's Emily's stats overall. Not bad. And that's Emily. Next up is Hazel. When I got Hazel, I didn't really quite have my eyes set on him, but I wasn't upset when I got him because I like his fight style very much and his design. I like characters that use some kind of hand-to-hand melee combat style, like their fists or their legs. Plus, I've noticed he's a bit cheeky. Like some of his voice lines when opening chests really make me laugh a little. And his damage isn't bad either as a 4-star, you know? So overall, I like a lot of things about Hazo. However, his build could use work. His weapon's fine. He's on a Solar Pearl. It's at R2. His artifacts is what needs the most work. He's on a VV, but some aren't even 5-star pieces, like this one. But I don't have any other. So for the meantime, he's going to rock this. He's C1. I wish I had his last constellation, but I don't. If I recall, I got Hazo off of the Inazuma Chronicled Wish when I was trying to get Kazuha. We'll get to Kazuha. His talents for 7 and 7. I can definitely get those to 8, but not right now. I'm saving resources. And then I haven't read much on his profile. And here are Hazel's overall stats. He has about 51 over 127 crit ratio and then 144 energy recharge. Next up is Kazuha, another Anemo character that I have. I got Kazuha mainly for Raiden. It was on the Inazuma Chronicled Wish, as I mentioned. He's only level 80. I know I should get him to 90, but I will eventually. He's on an R1 Iron Sting. His artifacts are okay. I worked really hard to get Kazuha's artifacts, however, I always got the wrong things. And then when I did finally get pieces that, could work on him, I wanted to give them to someone else most of the time. So I feel like I've left Kazuha on the wayside, but he'll be fine. I'll fix him. He has no constellation. And I don't know why I did this. Quite frankly, I couldn't tell you. However, I did. So here you go. And then I read most of his profile as well, because I don't know, he's so interesting and I think he's such a cutie. And here are his overall stats. He has about 826 EM. Next up is Aino. Aino is precious. Look at her. That's right, fix your outfit. She's so cute. She's level 80, her weapon's level 80. I plan on getting it to level 90 soon because I'm going to use her a lot. She's on an instructor set. I can use it more on a team with Llama as well as a team with Nefer. There's already someone being Llama holding the Silken Moon Serenade set. And that set does not stack. It doesn't stack, so this set will at least provide some EM for the team because I don't have any constellations for her, which is where some of her team-wide EM sharing comes from. And then it's just 4 and 4 for her talents. And I still have a lot to read from her profile. Actually, not that much. Well, it is a lot. It is a lot. Aino was very fun to build. When I saw her art in the Not Cry teaser, I immediately loved it. I mean, look at her. She's so cute. She's like a strawberry shortcake character. Adorable. Next up is Singcho. Singcho is level 80. I think he's built quite well. His weapon is level 90. However, his artifacts, I'll warn you, don't be alarmed. Let me explain what's happening here. I put him on a deep wood because I was testing something. That's the only reason. These are actually Kole's artifacts, and he has his own emblem set, which is on Kole. I just switched them because I wanted to test if I could use Deepwood on a Hydro character in a Lauma team, so I could play double Hydro. And it does work, but it's not preferred. Again, it's not recommended. So if you're seeing this and you're wondering what to put on Xingqiu, don't do this. This isn't what he needs. It works, but the difference is so slight I don't even think it's worth it. So I'll be giving Kale back her artifacts and Xingqiu his artifacts so they can have their respective sets. He's 3-6. His talents are 8 and 8. And I have a lot to read in his profile. So yeah, that's Xingqiu. I didn't have him during early game, but I really wanted him on my account. I told myself I would buy his skin out of happiness the moment I got him, and I did. Speaking of Kale, here she is. She's level 70. I need to work on Kale. Her weapon's level 90. Here are the artifacts. They still keep their Dendro damage and Hydro damage bonus goblets respectively. She's C0, but I hope that will change soon. And her talents are 4, 4, and 4. Let's not dwell on that, shall we? And I still have to read a lot about Kale. I know her story is intense, and I have a lot to find out about her, so I know quite a bit, I just haven't read it from her voiceovers and all of that. And then next is, let's do Candace. Here's Candace. She's level 70. She's on a Favonius Lance. The design is so freaking... What a baddie. Anyway, she's on a Favonius Lance. She's on an unleveled two-piece set, an Emblem and Tenacity. C1. But I've been using her, you know? I've been using her even in Imaginarium Theater without leveled artifacts, and it's been just fine. 4 and 4. I think that as long as her passives are active, Candace works quite well. And if you want a little bit of the damage bonus, then leveling the artifacts is perfect, which I will do eventually. Let's look at the Pyro duo, Bennett and Chengling. Chengling has such a special place in my heart. I tried so hard to get her for free. I don't know why I tried so hard. It was when I was still, you know, watching guides and trying to get good at the game. And my characters were just so bad. I remember watching a tutorial on how to beat that floor just so I could get Chengling and build her, because I think she's adorable and she was very helpful in early game. So it was worth it. You see, I haven't even changed her weapon from the weapon that she had initially. I have a Fab Lance that I'm going to level and give to her, but for now, she's going to keep this. She's on an Emblem of Severed Fate. She's got 1 constellation, and then she's 6 and 7 in her talents. Next is Bennett. I turned off the voiceover. Here's Bennett. He's on a Favonius. It's not even fully leveled. He's on a 4-piece Noblesse with HP, attack, ER, HP, and crit. I think I'm going to change this to HP, but I don't know. And then he's C5. I just don't have his last constellation. And his talents are 9 and 9. I use Bennett a lot with Raiden, with Hazo. I'm probably going to use him a lot in the future as well. It's a very, very important, like, useful character. And then there's Diona. Diona is level 90. She's so cute. Her weapon's level 90. This situation is more like it's incomplete. This isn't what I want her to be on. I want her to be on a full noblesse set. However, I don't have one at the moment. So she's on a two-piece situation for healing. She's at C2, and then her talents are 7 and 6. Next is Cujo. I'm going in a very random zigzaggy form here, but that's okay. I don't think I want to show every single character because I don't think we have the time for that. But I'll show the main characters that I tend to use. She's level 80. Her weapon is at 70. Here are her artifacts on an emblem of severed fate with attack, electro damage bonus, and crit damage. When I was building Cujo, her artifacts rolled so well that I had to start distributing and switching them with other characters because I didn't think she needed all of those good stats. I felt like maybe she needed to share. I think Cujo would share. Maybe. She's C4. Her talents are 8 and 8. For the characters that I'm planning on building very, very soon, we have Sitlali, character that I hope to main. Right now, she's sitting at level 40. She's on this event weapon I initially got for Lauma, but something tells me it's going to be good on Sitlali. I don't know this for sure, but I feel like this 200 EM she could really use. And it's energy recharge as well, so that's a stat that she needs. So I don't have to give her an energy recharge sans. Give her a triple EM that way. She's missing some artifacts because I plan on building her soon. She's at C0. My goal is to one day get a C6 Sitlali, but that's not anytime soon. No talents leveled, no story read. I know it's quite sad right now, but this is for good reason. I'm saving the characters to build for some videos because I think it would be fun. And then we have Jaska, same thing. Her weapon is unleveled. She's on her set. She's at C1, 0 talent. And then I haven't read her story either. Okay, so another character I love is Fischl. I got her skin because I loved her so much. She's not leveled yet. I'm going to do that soon. She's on a string list that I haven't leveled yet. She's on a golden troop that I also haven't leveled yet. I always put my artifacts on the characters because I want to feel like I have them at the top of my head, that I'm not just banishing them to the bottom of my account and I'm keeping them in mind. She's C4. Your talents are 4 and 1. This is from the constellation. Yeah, those are some of the main characters that I use. Oh no, I almost forgot. Cookie! Cookie Shinobu. I wanted her on my account for so long. This is my girl. I love Cookie and have been waiting to get her on my account for a while. So I'm very happy that I have her now. She's on an R3 Iron Sting. Here are her artifacts: HP, attack, EM. I crafted this because I just couldn't get an EM Sans. An EM Goblet, it's 4-star as well because I could not get an EM Goblet. And then HP for the circlet because I could not get an EM Circlet. She's C4 and 11 and 8 for her talents. And that's Cookie Shinobu. So this is the most of the characters I have leveled. The rest are characters that I do plan to level either soon or sometime down the line. A few of the characters, as you saw, even have their artifacts on them. It just hasn't been worked on yet. So that's the point of this series. I'm going to be working on these characters and trying to quote unquote beautify them and make them strong while, having really, really cool, good looking characters on my account. I just need to get my resources restocked first. So now that we've taken a look at the characters and all their little details, I'd like to take a look at my inventory. I do pull on the weapon banner, not often. I have conditions. I only pull on a weapon banner if I'm okay with getting both weapons. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah, here's my weapons. Nothing special. There's nothing special really. So the only thing is I actually go out of my way to get artifact fodder. I don't have any right now because I use them all. My EXP books. I'm quite poor at the moment. I love cooking. This is one of my comforts when it comes to Genshin. I love cooking all the different recipes from the different regions. I just started collecting a few. I have a long way to go. But it's fun. Every week I restock, cook some of the stuff. I started cooking this. I need to get more ingredients to cook more of this and the pita pockets. My materials, my gadgets. This little guy, so cute. He's the best. The cat bed, also just lovely. Thank you so much for this. These are all the treasure compasses that I have at the moment. I'm currently doing the Aranara quest, so if you've done that quest, yeah, I feel like there's life before the Aranara quest, and then there's life after the Aranara quest. My bestie, my ride or die. This thing saves my life quite often, so I can't be mean to it, even though sometimes it doesn't really give you exactly what you're asking for or what you need, but most of the time he's there for me, so I don't talk badly about Mr. Transmuter. And then we have quest items. I try to quest as much as I can. I still have a long way to go. Here's my precious items. I only have 9 resin. I know it's 2 box. I don't have enough yet, but enough as 2 box. I hope to get soon. Kind of low on the sigils that I actually can exchange because I used them all up so that I could stock up on primos and Mora. Yeah, this is what it looks like right now. And then here are all the items that are present in my teapot. Let's just go through the map, starting with Mondstadt, because that's the first region. It's not fully explored. I've tried to fully explore it. The reason why is because I explored Mondstadt before I had a strategy to exploration, so a lot of the things are all over the place. I don't know what chests that I picked up and which ones that I didn't pick up, but I won't stress about it too much. I know I'll 100% it eventually. Dragonspine. I loved exploring Dragonspine. It was awesome. I don't know why. There was that one challenge, the time travel challenge, that I absolutely loathed. I hated it so much. But once I did it, it was victory. Victory was mine that day, and I went ahead and explored the rest of Dragonspine in peace. It was tranquil. Leeway is somewhat. Oh, looks like Zhongli has an anecdote. What does he want to say? Leeway is in the same boat as Mondstadt. I started exploring it early game. Right now I'm exploring Minlin, and the farthest I got in Leeway was the underground chasms, not the top layer, but the underground layer, and Sea of Clouds. The underground layer of the chasms is at 91. That's right. And then Chenyu Vale, I explored most of it. It's just Chenyu Vale Upper that I have left to explore. And Fontaine is not explored at all. I just finished the Archon quest there, so I go region by region as far as what am I going to explore next? Or I try to. And when I'm asking myself those types of questions, I usually try to go at least in the areas where I've done the most world quests, like Inazuma. I've explored a lot of Inazuma and 100%ed a lot of these areas, or I'm close to it. My favorite region is also Inazuma. I love Inazuma so much. It's where my nostalgia is because of Raiden. It was when I got interested in the lore and really wanted to get in deep with Genshin. But anyway, now I finally feel like I have a good approach and strategy to exploring, which is what I've been doing here. And then I'm gonna probably go to Sumeru and do the same thing. And then that land also not explored. The only exception is Nodcry. I 100% did Nodcry the instant, well, not the instant it came out, but close to around the time, maybe a week or two after it released, because it was so generous with rewards and the quests were really fun to do and they were available. They were very, very accessible and very available. So I did them. As you can see, I have a lot of areas that I haven't explored yet, like in Kanomiya. I haven't explored Fontaine. I haven't explored Natlan. I haven't explored Sumeru. I have a lot of places to, or Sea of Bygone Eras. I haven't gone there yet, which is why I want to make cozy exploration videos on top of the pulling videos and the building videos for this series. I like the atmosphere here, that I can hear the ocean and all of the pink. It's so cute. The same goes for my teapot. This is my Serenity teapot. We going through here. I think that it looks nice. I tried to place everything in a way that looked pretty while allowing me to farm and increase my rank. However, I'm not satisfied. This is another part of the reason why I wanted to create the series, is I want to work on my teapot and make it look as pretty as I possibly can and share it with, oh, it's the puppy. I love it when they follow me. Let's hang out with him. I'm really, really excited for the Milliastra Wonderland thing as well, because we can customize everything in there. I love customization. Well, not, yeah, basically everything. It's like a sandbox, right? So I can customize my characters, but if I don't want to build massive buildings and, build stages, I don't have to. I can just have fun with the ones that people have, and I can focus on customizing my own stuff. I think it looks fun and cute and definitely something I'd be interested in. This is the second area in my teapot. I have Sitlali and Lynette in here. Some plants over here that aren't planted. I just placed things in a way that I think looks good. This is probably my... Did you just trip? This is probably my most favorite areas. I have Fischl over here. This is where I took the photo of the thumbnail with Sitlali. Yeah, and then the third area, honestly, there isn't much to show there. Let's not go there. I'm trying to do a Fontaine and Nodcry theme there because they're both kind of technology based but also have a lot of nature involved. Something tells me those two might mesh well, but we'll have to see. And there you have it. That's the entire history of this account. I mentioned at the beginning that I would share all the characters from each element that I want to acquire on my account. By the way, this is a full list of all the characters I want to have on the account overall. It's like a wish list. So some characters on this list will be ones I already have. Starting with my favorite element is Electro, with Raiden, Imefa, Varessa, Fischl, Kaching, Cookie, Lisa, Eon-sun, Auroron, Kujo, and Sethos. For Dendro, it's Emily, Lauma, Nahida, Kaling, Kirara, Yao Yao, and Kave. For Quario, it's Sitlali, Skirk, Escoffier, Nicole, Layla, Ganyu, Changyun, Diona, and Charlotte, and Mika can come too. For Hydro, I want Farina, Columbina, Mona, Candice, Dahlia, Xingqiu, Aino, Barbara, Kokomi, and maybe Nouvellette. And Animo, I want Chaska, Kazuha, Heizo, Mizuki, Lynette, Jean, Sayu, Yehoda, and Farazan. I'm editing and I realized I completely forgot to add any of the pyro characters I want on my account. So here's the list of all of the pyro characters, starting with Alice, starting right off the bat with a banger, and then Durin, Bennett, Mavwika, Xiangling, Amber, Klee, Gaming, and Deha. Oh, and oh my goodness, Chevreuse. I can't believe I forgot to mention Chevreuse. I want to build Chevreuse. I love her, and she's gonna be a mainstay on my account. And last but certainly not least is Geo, which has the least amount of characters that I want. It's Shilonen, Noelle, Ningguang, Yunshin, and Sandrone. This is what the list looks like altogether. I'm quite satisfied with it. So now that we've gotten all of that information out of the way, and you know what my intentions are for this series, what do I want to do next? Well, my current objective is to get Farina and hopefully Nefer. I was initially going to wait for her rerun and just save as much as I can. However, as soon as I saw her fight style, I changed my mind. I'm a sucker for hand-to-hand combat. I don't know if I can even call it that. And actually, as if that wasn't enough, she had to go and do this little twirl. That's what sealed the deal. I was shooketh. I really was. And she's got style. All I know is that Nefer's got moves and I want her on my team. I made my decision. I have to have her. I'm still deciding on whether or not to get Durin right now. I want him, but he might have to be the one I skip. I have some savings for Columbina as well. These have been sitting here for a while, but I'm definitely going to need more if I'm planning on getting Columbina. So I hope you've enjoyed this. If this is your type of thing, thank you so much for watching my cozy little video. Until next time, bye!